So it's been a little while since I've posted anything, and there's been a lot going on. Beamer still exists. I've been fixing a lot of things on it. And as you can see, they're pretty bad. And I've been driving it like this, just waiting for one of the tires to blow out. 235, 45, 17s. And you read that price right there? $35 a piece. They're a little bit of an older tire. I think they're a 2011 production, but they are Z rated. They're the BF Goodrich G-Forces. Then I ran across, oh, my trunk is a disaster. Lots of fishing stuff going on here, and workout stuff, fishing poles. So I ran across, I also got this. Oh, I didn't want to put this stuff back in here after our adventure yesterday. So I got this really nice steering wheel off of a 94 Blazer. Golly, I did not do this. Really nice shape. Actually, it's in really good shape. Not a lot of wear on it. Got that off of a Blazer. I think I paid like $14 for it. I also got BMW gas caps. I bought 2 of them. Mine had a bad day, and so when you go pull it out, it'd come apart. So I got those. I think I paid $7 for them. And I also got these. So these are power mirrors off of, I believe it's a 94 Blazer. They're in fairly decent shape. The Blazer only had like 99,000 miles on it. The S10 does not have these. The S10 does not have power mirrors. But I thought these might look kind of cool on there. So we'll see how that looks. I think that's about all I got was these. Don't mind my note from my phone. So I went up to the pick and pull with no tools. Only whatever was in the car, in which I had to take all this stuff out because we had to put her tires in the car because we were returning tires that did not fit the rims. So I had to return those. I could fit 3 of those in the car, 1 in the trunk. So a lot of my tools that I have in my milk crate were not in my car. So went up with no tools and chaos ensued. So, what else have I been doing since I haven't been posting anything on YouTube and I haven't been working on the truck or the Beamer or listening to the dogs walk around in circles as I try to do something? Recommendation: don't have dogs in hardwood floors. All you hear is their nails. And anyway, so I've been doing a lot of fishing. These are just some of my fishing reels that I brought in to clean. So we have a 1-3 fishing concept. I think this was a concept A. This is a 1-3 fishing, and this was an origin. Really like my concept A. The origin's okay, but the concept A is probably my favorite out of those two. I have the Luz, which one is this one? The Mach 1. And then I also have the Quantum Escalade here as well. So, as you notice, these are all left-handed reels. All of my reels are left-handed. I used to use right-handed all the time, and I would cast and have to switch from hand to hand, and I thought, well, this is silly, I'll just use a left-handed reel. Either that or I think it started with my my spinners, and then I've just always used left-handed reels from then on. So, my dad was left-handed, my mom was right-handed. I'm ambidextrous. There's certain things I do left-handed, there's certain things I do right-handed, so yeah. So these two, the Concept A and the Mach 1, are probably my 2 favorite reels out of these 4. I also have other rods and reels. Of course, there's no rods to these. Rods are all outside. But there are other reels that I have that I really enjoy as well. So, I'll kind of go through those. But yeah, been doing a lot of fishing, mostly bass fishing. Have made it up to Lake Erie a couple of times. I just do shore fishing up there. A friend of mine caught a walleye. I caught a couple of bass, and then, of course, head, whichever one you would prefer to call it. So caught a bunch of those. And then I also caught, I think, hybrid bass up there as well. Hoping to get back up there. We were going to go up a second time on 4th of July weekend. We went once, and then we took a day off to do some other stuff. Convinced her that we should go up again. Car broke down. That's a whole nother story, so that's part of the Beamer series. So yeah, and this is why all my crap is in the trunk of my car. These usually are on rods that are one-piece rods, so they do not go into the back. Instead, they have to go across the front. So that's another thing modification I want to do with the car at some point. We'll get into that later as well. Today, I got some new stuff in the mail. Now, mind you, this is not for the S10. It is for my 01 Beamer. So I've had some issues with suspension because people just didn't seem to want to take care of this thing. Cheap stuff, easily fixed, but yet don't want to do it. So today, what do we got here? We got new boots and new tie rods. So the tie rod ends on car, pretty much the top. You can only do about 65 going down the interstate, straight one. So the local shop wanted to charge me $370 some. That's with alignment, and it's before tax, but it's the new ends and installation, alignment, whatnot, labor, but it's just the ends. I'm sorry. Yeah, just the ends. So I decided to buy them on my own. Amazon, $66. Wanted to make sure they came with the boots because my boots are pretty well destroyed. So I'm going to try and install these. All I got to do is make sure I have the same amount of thread exposed on the ends, and yeah, we'll see how that all goes. Actually $370. I think that's what it was. It really isn't bad for tie rod ends and stuff to have it all done, but you know me, I like to try and do things on my own. So this will be coming. I'm doing an oil change in it at the same time. Also see what other suspension parts may need to be replaced as well while I'm under there. Eventually I want to do new shocks as well, front and back, but more things to come with the Beamer. But stoked about this because then I can actually drive the thing like a normal car instead of trying to get ran over on the interstate, and if I go too fast I feel like I'm gonna get the crap shook out of me. So we'll work on this after I see what the weather's gonna do, because it keeps looking like it's gonna rain. It's very humid, so if it stays nice, we'll work on this. So this thing was a beast yesterday. I had an old golf cart that stopped running on me, and I tried to fix it when I was out at Portland, and I spent like the whole entire time out at Portland trying to fix this stupid thing, and I couldn't get it fixed. I tried everything. So yesterday I decided I got burnt up my butt, and I decided to sell it, and it's kind of was locked in forward gear, which was kind of weird. You couldn't find neutral with it, so my guess it was the selector switch was going out on it. But anyway, so I sold the thing. I used this bad boy to pull it out of the backyard, around the barn to the front yard, and this thing towed like a champ. The back end, like I said, was kind of locked up in the very beginning, but we got it unlocked by tugging on it a little bit. But this thing didn't even miss a beat with it. It just pulled it right through. Mind you, I don't feel so good today after using a 4x4 to get it around the gate here and that, and then having to jump off the mower, move the steering wheel, jump back on, get off, jump back on. But anyway, needless to say, this thing moved it like a champ. So I'm actually kind of curious how well this would do in tractor pulls, because that's what it was built for. So yeah, it needs a little bit of fine tuning. I wanted to clean out the carburetor and maybe put new fuel line and stuff in it, just in a fuel filter, just so that way it runs even better than what it does now. Just kind of go through it. But yeah, I'm kind of curious what this thing would do in a tractor pull. But so maybe one day you'll see this thing at a show in a tractor pull. We'll see. Like I said, needs a little bit of work, needs cleaned up and that, but I think this thing would be a beast. At least that would be my hope anyway. I don't know, I've never done a tractor pull before. My dad wanted to get me into it at one point in time in my life. I looked at him like he was crazy. But now I'm like, well, that might have been kind of fun. But there was a lot of money that you would sink into doing the ones that he wanted to do, and yeah, and a lot of time. So I don't know. So maybe this would be something I can do that with. So more to come on this one too. More to come on lots of things. I just wish the weather on my days off would be better than what it's been. Because every time I take time off, either it's raining and miserable, or it's so hot and miserable that you can't do anything. So more to come. Keep checking back.